Sammy in Hartford, Connecticut writes to me and he says, Paul, I have heard rumors of a podcast for the Audiophiles Guide. Is it true? Yes, it is true. All true. I have always wanted to do a podcast. In fact, we did a podcast for a long time, and it's a lot of work. Podcasts are definitely a lot of work. Making these videos is a lot of work. I come down here on my Saturdays and I take the morning and I make these videos, then I got to go home and I got to put them into Final Cut Pro and I got to cut them up and I got to upload them and I got to write the scripts and then I got to do well, there's no scripts, but you know what I mean, the description of it, right? And it's a lot of work, and I also have to run this company. Some people say into the ground, but I'm trying to not run it into the ground. No, this is fun. And look, we've got like 40 people here that do a terrific job, and they do the bulk of the work. But as it is, you got to have somebody running around taking care of stuff, and that's me and Terry. And so, and I write books and I do novels. My day's pretty full. So how am I going to fit in a podcast? And then it occurred to me, I've already written the Audiophiles Guide. I've spent 50 years learning everything that is stuffed up into this old cranky brain of mine. And I finally sat down and put it all to paper, and it's in the Audiophiles Guide. People are buying it, they're loving it, and I'm very pleased and I'm very proud to do it. Some people bought the whole set. Most people just go out and they buy the complete. There's one where you have everything in one book, or they'll buy the listening room, or they'll buy whatever. But a podcast is a whole different way of communicating and resonating and learning than reading or watching a video. In order to watch this video, you got to sit down in front of your computer or in front of your television and watch me blabber on about something, right? Because it's a video medium. A book, you got to sit down, grab your glass of wine, Saturday afternoon, whatever you're doing, and you have to take the time to read. A podcast, on the other hand, now there is something really unique. A podcast, I listen to podcasts, I listen to books and I listen to podcasts. Terry and I are big advocates of walking. We do our yoga in the morning and we do all this stuff to try and stay healthy and active. And we like to walk a couple of miles every day. And there's a great place called Chautauqua up by where we live. And what we do is we have those Apple AirBuds, the little wireless buds, and we'll share it. I'll put one in my right ear and she'll put one in her left ear, and off we go. Or if I'm by myself, I'll put them both in, right? And podcasts, whether it's one of our favorite is the NPR, the show, the news show. What am I trying to say? Peter Sagal. God, one of the problems when you get old, something that you really remember, I'm sure I'll think of it. You'll probably think of it. It's their news program. But anyway, I've already forgotten what I'm talking about. No. Podcasts then are fun, and you can walk, you can do what you want, and you can hear this podcast. So I thought, what would be great is a daily podcast that explains everything in 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes about what's in the Audiophiles Guide. And there are hundreds of subjects in the Audiophiles Guide. So how can I do that and squeeze that in? Well, we figured out a way, collaborating with 2 other folks who are technologically available, and they access all the information in the Audiophiles Guide. I work with the script and the subjects, and together we kind of make this work. And I'm really happy to say that if you go to, it's on everything. It's on Apple, it's on, Spotify, anything you can think of that has podcasts, you can download it. It's free, there's no advertising, it's just fun. So if you're interested, go look up the Audiophiles Guide podcast and enjoy. Okay, thanks.